and you're all young girls, you grow up to be a woman someday. Nations all around the world, women are longing to be free, no longer in the shadows, forced to stay behind, but side by side in true equality. So sing a song for women everywhere. Let it ring around the world and never, never cease. So sing a song for women everywhere. Equality, development and peace. We'll sing out now for justice and development and hold the rights of all the people high. So sing a song for women everywhere. Let it ring around the world and never, never cease. So sing a song for women everywhere. Let it ring around the world and never, never cease. So sing a song for women everywhere. Equality, development and peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. At 6 states of federation, and we're in 174 local governments, 774 local governments across Nigeria. So everywhere you go across Nigeria, you'll find an IU member. Okay? Yeah. So this year's theme says digital generation, our generation. And today we'll be speaking to you on the importance of digitalization and why you have to improve yourselves and become digitally inclined. Okay? We'll be introducing the guests. First, welcome the members of the press who are here. Thank you very much for obliging our invitation. We say a very warm thank you to the students of this institution. We're very sure that you'll be learning a whole lot today, and we'll be sure that we will not be disappointed in your future. We're sure that you'll learn from whatever is being said here today, and you'll take it very, very important. First, let me hand this microphone over to my colleague, where she will introduce her.
To celebrate the girl child, not just here in Nigeria, but the world over. I want to speak on the topic, the need to encourage the girl child to embrace digitalization. What you see on the board there, projected, is part of my development program for Benue State. The emphasis, even before I read this, is on the girl child. So you can see that I talk about Easy Week, economy, agriculture, security, youth engagement, women empowerment, institutions, reform and recognition, and then most importantly for this day, the girl child, the need to educate the girl child and to empower the girl child. It is sacrosanct, it's very important, it's non-negotiable. I'm very delighted to be here this morning, not because I am asked to speak on this topic. That is not the only reason. The most important reason for me why I'm excited is because I'm a father. And I'm not just a father, I'm a father to a girl child. My daughter Olivia is 11 years. So I'm a proud father of a girl child. Do you want to clap for me? So what I'm going to tell you today is the same thing I would tell Olivia given the same circumstances. Are you all hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So what I want to tell you is what I would tell my daughter. If there is any time you need to understand and make use of digitalization, it is now, today. As girls growing up in fast-changing world, you need to gather information all over the world and appropriately apply them in your own environment, or you'll be left behind where you do the contrary. What then is digitalization? As I said, my address is very interactive. Can somebody tell me what digitalization is? Are you hearing me? Okay, in very simple terms, digitalization is moving from analog to digital. The old way of doing things to the new way of doing things. Did you hear that? Digitalization is embracing technology. You accept technology. It enables you to solve problems using devices like personal computers, like laptops, like palm tops, tablets, Android phones, iPhones. Do you know all these devices I'm talking about? Yes. Have you seen them before? Yes, sir. Very good. But it doesn't stop there. With these devices, you can connect them to the internet, which is more like one very big and massive centralized computer that generates information from every field of life, which you are expected to apply in your daily activities, which is like an icing on the cake. So you have these devices like phones, tablets, computers, and then you use them to connect to the internet to be able to get information that you can use to achieve purpose in your daily life. Do you understand what I have said? Yes, sir. Good. Living in an era where you have to fight for a position among the male folks, you should try as much as possible to advance your knowledge in areas that would make you stand out in your academics, in your careers, in the future. Getting connected and using a global information bank like the internet should give you an edge over others, and thereby giving no room for any form of intimidation or clogging of spaces meant for the girl child now and in the future. I must, however, warn you not to get distracted by the types of information you might be exposed to, which are very destructive in nature. You should ensure that your devices are censored by technicians. Did you hear me? You don't just pick any information on the internet when you're using your phone. Ensure that your devices are censored by technicians so you don't get connected to sites that are designed to destroy you instead of advancing your course in life. Okay? Parents are advised to take these devices to technicians to block those destructive sites where they cannot do it by themselves. There are many benefits one can get from digitalization by beginning early to appreciate and use it. I am saying this from experience, not as a female, but as soon as the World Wide Web, WWW, became available in Nigeria in 1996, with full internet access in 1998, I had the rare privilege of exposing myself to digitalization and connecting the internet long before many of my mates got acquainted with it. You can do the same today and you experience the immense benefits available to you. Now you have more opportunities to access the internet, to access these devices than we used to have in those days. Apart from this, you can also learn how to protect yourself from a predatory world where the girl child's potentials are not always emphasized on by many due to either ignorance and a society that is rooted in paternalistic order. Above all, getting involved in digitalization exposes one to best practices so that you can be the best that you can ever be to yourself. Without digitalization, you could remain backward and stagnant, while your contemporaries in other climes are moving forward and enjoying the benefits of digitalization. I want to close with an advice. by encouraging you to embrace digitalization and see yourself becoming the best you can ever imagine to be in your generation. You can begin by arming yourselves with these devices, phones, computers, laptops, as I mentioned earlier. And remember to get them censored for maximum benefit. Do you understand what I have said? Yes, I want to thank you. If they give you an assignment in biology, okay, you can just check on the internet. You will see every information that you need. Do you understand that? So you have more access to information today that will make you a better person tomorrow. Do you understand me? Yes. Well, however, the internet has certain information that you don't need to access. Some information, because it's open and porous, some information will be destructive even to your well-being. Do you understand? So what you should do as a girl child is to talk to your parents, okay, to censor those informations away from your phone so that you don't have to access them. You only access what you need. Do you understand? When you do that, you will be able to stand even side by side with anybody, the male folks, and compete in this digital world. You will achieve everything that you want to achieve. Do you understand? So I advise you to embrace digitalization, do things the new way, in a digital way. Don't go back to the old way, because it makes your life very simple. It gives you access to more information, and it will make you a better person in future because you understand, you are knowledgeable. Okay? Do you now understand what I said? Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffrey.
Get access to the internet on your own so that you can learn more on what digitalization is and how to make use of it to impact your lives, especially as a girl child. There's a lot to know about on the internet, but like he said, you have to restrict yourself and know where you are going, what you are learning on the internet, based on your own level, your age, and the information you want. With that, I think you will learn a lot, you grow little by little, and any information you need, you can get access to it for the betterment of your lives. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffrey.
Of the world, this world will be a mess. So on that reason, and for that reason, I celebrate you. Celebrate yourself. You are not hearing. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Take off and celebrate yourself. Please, students, celebrate your principal. May God in His infinite mercy continue to guide and protect you. May your wisdom never cease. May your capacity to transform knowledge and transfer knowledge to these children be an evidence of prosperity and progress of this nation. You are blessed, man. And to our mother from Ube, I will say thank you. Without the role that your agency is performing to deepen education, to make it accessible for the girl child, today Nigeria would have turned a banana republic. And for that occasion, I want to thank you back. I want to thank your agency, and I want to thank your contributions for all you have been doing for the promotion of education and among the girl child in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Please celebrate her. And this will now come forward to interactive session. When the man that just left taught you on digitization, right? And he asked you, do you have a question? You said you don't have a question. Only one person asked a question. And that question sink down into the consciousness of my heart. And I want to tell you this. The vehicle of production, the vehicle of innovation, the vehicle of science and technology, the vehicle of industrialization, the vehicle of prosperity, and the vehicle of progress depends on your contribution to society. And as champions of the new age and of our time, I don't see you as a girl child. I see you as my leader. Hello? So, start referring to yourself as leaders. The solution to create joy and happiness in your home and to be ambassadors of your community is in your hands, is in your head. So, what do? You must first understand by reading your book. You must get information in books. You must read. Books does not mean that you must carry a paper and begin to read. Hello? They just taught you in a brief term digitization and how to use your phone to even do your assignments. Don't you have assignments in this school? You are given assignments. There are situations that some of you cannot afford to buy textbooks. Hello? But your parents have this kind of phones. All you need to do is to learn how to operate this kind of phones and use it to answer questions that you don't have answers to. You will ask questions and get answers. For instance, who is in GSS 3 here? In those days, we were taught the atom and elements. They will tell us, they will ask us, can you name the first 20 elements in integrated science? Who can name the first 20 elements here? I'll teach you a song on how to memorize it.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, calcium.
God bless you. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, and nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, and silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. That is the first 20 elements. The knowledge I know today, the person who taught me how to read and write and memorize and create retentive memory was a leader. Gender was no barrier. She was the best in my set. And why? When you know there is something in you that comes out, the only thing that you need is the moral guidance that your parents, your elders, and your teachers will give to you. Your elders, I don't mean those who will take advantage of you. Hello? I mean those who will genuinely teach you how to tap into your potentials. As you are here now, never look down on each other. Hello? Never you look down on each other. Because the next girl has knowledge that she can teach you. It does not mean that because you know mathematics so much that your classmates, you are more than them. Hello? It does not mean because you know integrated science, you are a superstar. No. Working together, challenging each other, becoming great together is the beginning of the fountain of knowledge that will promote you from knowledge to skill, from skill to employability, from employability to progress, from progress to prosperity. So shall it be in your life. Amen. But you must work. There is no gain without pain. There is no success without sacrifice. So, you must begin to understand that to be a scholar, to win scholarship, to know something or to know your book means that you are reading while others are sleeping. You are awake while others are sleeping. And tomorrow, when you understand these things and you are able to stand and be Nigeria's president, don't you think it is the work that you have worked and the grace of God? Yes. Is it not so? Yes. So you must make yourself proud first. Believe in yourself. Hello? Believe in yourself. Never allow anybody tell you you are worthless. That is why before I begin this statement, I said, I celebrate you, and truly I mean it. I celebrate you today, yesterday, today, and forever. I celebrate you because I see that in you, in your hands, in your mind, in your head, carries the solution to Nigeria. I celebrate you because some of you, your parents, you will elevate them and take them from the position they are now into a position of affluence. I celebrate you because tomorrow you will begin to generate solutions to the problem of this country. I celebrate you because your children will be proud of you. I celebrate you because the society will look up to you for kindness, for productivity, for engineering, for medicine, for solution that we need. I celebrate you. So, the caption today is that the gay child, celebrate yourself. Hello? The caption today is the gay child, celebrate yourself. So put your hand on your chest and say, I celebrate myself.
I celebrate myself.
I celebrate my destiny.
I celebrate my destiny.
And through me solution will come to this country.
And through me solution will come to this country.
Clap for yourself. So, issues that we are having, that every year the gay child is being celebrated. Questions around the gay child arises as to why is the society or why is the world positioning women as second. That is why in some countries like Finland, like Germany, like Norway, they don't have this problem. In Finland, a woman is their president. In Germany, a woman is their president. Do you know why? Because the women in that society were invested on. So, we are also using this forum to call on parents to invest in their gay child. And that way, you will see that all of us as a society will be prosperous with you as the driver of the vehicle. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffrey.
To be in your midst this morning because it brings back so many memories. The first is when I was in school, like you are, and the second is an annual program we do every year. It's called to teach them about democracy, human rights, youth radicalization, peace and conflict, and some other similar topics. I am very honored to be in your midst again, and When I was coming here today, I didn't know who my audience would be. I had, planned to speak about some very, big English, tell you about some things that are happening all over the world, and which I will still do. But seeing you makes me understand that, speaking all the big English will not communicate to you in the way I would want that to be done. And that is why I want to tell you that as young people, young women, there's a role for us to play in Nigeria, in our democracy, and in the world at large. And over time, our world has, changed from the analog, way of doing things to digitalized ways of doing things. You can barely, see people engaging without having to say, oh, I'll call you on the phone, or I'll send you a message, or, send me an email, or send me a message on social media. That is because the world is changing, and it's changing very fast. And that is why, as girls in Nigeria, we shouldn't be left behind. Now, most especially during COVID-19, when we couldn't go to school, what did we have? Did anybody do online schooling here? Wow, that's very interesting. Can I see your hands up? That's very beautiful. Please, a round of applause for yourself and for your school that made it possible. Because when you go to some places, some local government areas in the likes of Zamfara, to technology and could not continue to go to school online because of the outbreak of COVID-19. But you here are our pace setters. You here are the ones that are going to ensure that other young people in other parts of Nigeria and other parts of the world have access to, to digitalization and to technology. Now, this is also a call to encourage young girls, because when you hear technology, when you hear technological skills, like building softwares or developing, games or, engaging online, you think about boys, right? Can I hear you? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. There's no stereotype there. Nobody puts it and says it's a thing for the boy or it's a thing for the men. And that's the stereotype that has, a narrative that has continued to exist and is still existing up till now. This is just a wake-up call to us as young girls, as young women, that technological skills are not only for the boys. In fact, there are girls that are doing way better than the boys. I mean, if women can excel and girls can excel in other areas, why shouldn't they be able, to excel? Why shouldn't they be, capacitated to excel? And I also want us to know that if they are doing, we have computer rooms in our schools, right? Yes. How many of us go there? Okay. How many of us know how to use the computers? Beautiful. So can just one person tell me what particular application can you use on the computer? Please, can you speak out? Microsoft Excel. Please, a round of applause. I'm very impressed that we know how to use that, because when you come out of school, these skills are very important skills that you need to excel in life. Now you go for, probably when you finish school, you go for a job interview, they ask you, do you have all these things? Yes, it's theoretical knowledge. When push comes to shove and you're asked to deliver on a task, you have to use this Microsoft, you have to use Excel to get you to your end goal, at where you work. So it's not just because they said you should go to computer room, you want to go there, you want to see what they are doing, you want to learn. It's also for you to internalize it, because it's a life skill. If you want to connect with people, that are not in your current location, how do you do that? You do that through technology. Now, I've been doing, in fact, when I was here, I was doing a Zoom call. How many of us know Zoom? Beautiful, because during the outbreak of COVID-19, Zoom was a tool that was used to communicate very effectively, and even up till now, that it seems like in Nigeria we are beginning to loosen up a bit, we are still using Zoom as a means of communication. And that's why I want to encourage us as young girls to learn to deploy all of these tools and technologies that ensure that we are able to catch up with the rest of the world. I want to talk about curriculum, and this is a call for us as students to engage our teachers, our principals, those who lead our school, because I know when I was a student, and I have two kids, and one is in school, one is in primary, one is in nursery, and my son comes to tell me, and mommy, they say girls are the ones that cook. Mommy, why must you carry me to the kitchen when you want to cook? And that is because of the stereotype in our textbooks, in the engagements we have in the classrooms, and that has to change. They did not put cooking on my face. Did you see it there? Okay. Did they put farming on my face? Did they put tech entrepreneur on my face? That means you can be anything you want to be. If you're in class and your textbooks or your teachers are telling you maybe a story, like let me just say like an essay, write an essay on a woman that went to cook or frying akara, please stand up and tell your teacher, can it be a man that is doing that? Can it be a young boy that is doing that? Because somehow that's impairs on our knowledge of the roles that women should play and the roles that men should play. This is meaning that we should always be able to stand up and speak. And lastly, I want to end by saying that our voices are valid. Our opinions as young girls are valid. Sometimes we want to. How many of us operate social media handles here? If you know you have a social media handle, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, just a very few of us, and that's fine. Probably when you're done with school, you would get to have more access to the internet, because it's also a good resource. We can learn there, we can do our assignments there, we can even earn using social media. Now back to my point, I want us to know that our voices are valid. Sometimes when we go to these media platforms, or when we want to post stuff, we feel like, what will people say? If I lend my voice today, that is the International Day of the Girl Child, and say in my place they say women should not come out without wearing a clothes reaching the ground, how will people feel? How will people feel like? Will people like me? Please, you don't need to be liked to be valid. Your voices are valid, and that is why at any point in time you feel like you have something to say, you feel like you have a contribution to make. If the girls around you are keeping quiet, please stand up and speak. Now, this is not to say if you don't have anything relevant to say, you must speak. No. Please, as young girls, it is a more reason why we need to build our capacities, our expertise on things around us. You must know a little about everything, so that when you guys go for excursions, right? You guys go for competitions, right? When I was in school, we had our guidance and counselor woman, Mrs. Sanami, and she would tell us, come, all of you going out, today you must speak. I want them to show you people on TV. If you don't have anything to say, better go and learn before you go there, because you must speak. And that is the more reason why you must build your capacity in order to know what to say. Because sometimes girls just sit down and let me be calm. Girls should not speak. Girls should not smile. You're not valid. Please, let's drop all of that by the way and begin to speak up, okay? I like the fact that there are only girls in this room, because it gives an open space to speak and to connect with people that my heart clearly loves to speak to. And it's been a very an honor to be here today to talk to you about these things, and I hope that you can take some of these lessons, especially the stereotype that regards your curriculum, back as you go to continue your learning in school. Thank you very much.
You can do better than that too.
Episode tomorrow, the next day, and the day after. Suppress below prestige. You see, she is a commodity of trade, expected to maneuver from right to left, up to dance, dancing to the tone of majority. Her brain crops millions of thoughts, traveling north to south, leaving every sanity of hers unchecked. This girl isn't just a manual. She is a collection, sacks full of wishes of becoming what she wished to be. She had promises held in her, steaming in flames, echoing in pitched voices that clocks. This girl is a moisture of joys. Victory she is. I tell you, she got you a marks woven into mighty attitude but word. They said she is an exchange for goods and services. Her voice pierced through thick air, but we can't do anything. Today, tomorrow, and the day after keep repeating like melodies, playing like a song on repeat if we don't change the hands of time to sanction this. This girl, this child is a shield, so let her glimmer, let her shine. Girl, remember, you are striking, hitting nooks and crannies, reflecting and dangling in bliss. You are more than enough, a game changer. You are endless margin. Your strength flow in euphoric ripples.
You are not torment, but you are generation of greatness. You are a model. You deserve to win. You are a role model. Thank you. You can do better than that, please.
I like to be a girl because I will go to school, give birth, and teach my children about girls, how to maintain themselves, how to speak up for themselves and other girls, so that no one will hit them or do anything bad. And all boys should stop violence about girls.
My name is Chidera. I'm here to talk about what I would like to be in future. I'd like to be a doctor in my future so that I can treat the sick, I can take care of myself, I can help, I can help the sick.
She wants to be a doctor so she can assist women and end mortality death.
My name is Salis Fatima. I'm in the school to learn many things that will help me in my life to be somebody in the future.
She wants to be a better person in the future. That's why she's going to school.
My name is Ruth Oriade. I'm in school because I want to be a girl. So I want to become a girl that my parents will be proud of in future. And I want to become a somebody. I want to be a lawyer so that I will fight all these crimes and I will become a person in my future.
She wants to be a lawyer so she can fight for girls' rights.
My name is Sani Shakira Olabisi. What I don't like that has been done to girls is called injustice. Girls don't get justice. Girls get molested, they don't get to speak up. There's a movie that I watched that there was a man, he lets her children, both of them that have the children, but the man always likes to be right, as if he's the one that always cares. And the woman cares, but he used to be beating her with cane every day.
Please let's put our hands together for her. All this injustice must stop. All this injustice must stop. All this violence, they must stop.
My name is Daniela Williams, and I'm here to tell you why I'm a female in the house. I like to be a female because I am a good girl. No matter how small I am, I can still do all the house chores. But so many people say that because I'm small, I cannot do anything. But I don't believe in them. No matter what happens, I can do anything. I can make the country a great country. I can rule the land, and I can do everything that is possible.
Look at your neighbor, say neighbor. Sister. I am beautiful. I matter. Oh yeah, I believe in a big Nigeria. I believe in a big Nigeria. A girl child can lead Nigeria. A girl child can lead Nigeria. Oh yeah, well, yeah, 18,000 children. And today is what? What's today? This is what I'm hearing. What's today? And we're celebrating what's today? International Day of the Girl Child. Exactly. So today I'm talking to us about sexual abuse. Does anyone know what sexual abuse is? Okay, one person, just give me a brief definition of what you think sexual abuse is.
In a brief definition of sexual abuse can be defined to be forced to have sex when you don't want to.
Hey, clap hands for her. Does anyone else have another definition for me?
Sexual abuse is the misusing of a girl when she don't want to.
Okay, thank you. Let's clap hands. One person forcing themselves, so it can be molestation. So they are touching you on your private parts without your consent. Now everyone here, children, we're all below the age of 18, right? 18. Is there any child that is here that's a girl child that is over the age of 18? So according to United Nations Rights of a Child, right, a child is anyone below the age of 18. So if anyone is touching your body, your private parts inappropriately, right, that is child sexual abuse. Now, one of the things that you need to know as a girl child is you have consent over your body. Have we heard that word before, consent? You don't know what consent, does anyone know what consent means? Okay, very quickly, shout for us. What do you think consent means?
Consent means giving approval to what you want.
Exactly. So consent means, so if anyone tries to touch your body, you are the one that has consent. You're the one who has a right over your body. So repeat after me. My body is my own.
My body is my own.
And no one has the right to touch me.
And no one has the right to touch me.
Without my consent.
Without my consent.
Again, my body is my own.
My body is my own.
And no one has the right to touch me.
And no one has the right to touch me.
Without my consent.
Without my consent.
So, UNICEF has said that 1 in 4 girls has been sexually abused in Nigeria. Do we know what that means? That means, for example, just an example, if we count 4 girls here, 4 girls wherever you're seated, one of those girls has been sexually abused. Isn't that sad? It's very, very sad. 1 in 4 girls. If you count 4, that means if you have 4 friends like that, of you like this, 1 out of you guys has been sexually abused. Now what we are trying to do is we're trying to stop child sexual abuse. Okay? Now the first thing that a child molester or someone who wants to perpetrate child abuse will do is they would want to force themselves on you. But you have the right to say no. Say, I have the right to say no.
I have the right to say no.
Because my body is my own.
Because my body is my own.
Look at your friend, you say, friend.
Friend.
You have the right to say no.
You have the right to say no.
Because your body is your own.
Because your body is your own.
Exactly. So if anyone comes to you and they say, oh, okay? Now, the first speaker spoke about digitalization. How many of us have phones here? Okay, or your parents have a phone? Yeah? So what do you usually do on your phone? Tell me, what do you usually do? Now, do you know that there is a lot of content out there? When I mean content, I'm talking about maybe that actually are not good for us, right? We know about these things. Some of you are, you know that there are some things that your parents will tell you you can't watch this because you are below the age of 18. Right? And sometimes because we have this access to our phones, you can just search online and you can be watching all these things. Now, sometimes, now how do we link that to sexual abuse? Sometimes sexual predators, right? People that commit child sexual abuse. Are we together? Hello? Hi. They could come and they would tell you, sweetheart, come. I need a phone. They could tell you, you know, sit down, right? And then they have a phone and they'll start showing you some of this content that, oh, look at this person that is naked, or look at this and look at this. And then for you, you'll be seeing, you'll be going, no, if any adult or any person is showing you information
that has to do with naked people, that has to do with anything sexual, if that person comes to you, you get up and you run. You what? You get up and you run. If any of your friends, because all of us, you can find anything online. If any of them are telling you, come, let's watch this video, and people are kissing and people are doing all these inappropriate things, you don't want to fill your mind with that, because you are bigger and you are better and you have a brighter future. I am bigger, I am better, and I have a brighter future. Yeah? Now, if someone comes to you on your phone, because I think this often happens with the older girls as well. Maybe there's a boy that you like in your school, and then he'll greet you and you go, how are you, Cynthia? And then you go, Kai, I'm fine. And then he goes, give me your number. And then you also too, you now sound like this. 0809 229 1264. And you give him. And then you people will chat on WhatsApp, goes. Hey! You'll be chatting, how are you? I'm fine. What's going on? Nothing. Where are you? I'm in my room. Then he'll now ask you, what are you wearing? Yes. Say yes. Say yes. Yes. What are you wearing? What is your business with what I'm wearing? There are boys that do that. And sometimes there are girls that do that. You ask the boy, okay, so what are you wearing? And then from there, they'll now tell you, okay, send me a picture. Or it could be a friend, an uncle, or your daddy's friend, or someone, an elderly person that says, send me pictures of what you're wearing now. Don't do that. Say no. I won't do that. I won't do that. Right? So when we have our phones, when we have our laptops, our tabs, make sure you are using them for the right things. For example, you have Zoom classes. So many of the speakers have said so many things here. Learn so many things. I have a sister, she learned how to make hair just from using her phone. So sometimes you don't even have to go far. I do voiceover work. That means, you know all those adverts on TV, like for mini me chin chin, and then you hear the voice in the background. No. Wow, mini me chin chin. Abi? I do something like that. I learned how to do that using my phone, and I get paid money to do that. So your phone is not always just for games. It's not, yes, you can use your phone to read, but you can learn so many things. So lastly, if anyone comes to you and they want you to take pictures of yourself, naked pictures of yourself, you don't. This is what I say. You block, delete, bye-bye. Again, block, delete, bye-bye. You have to do it with your hands so I understand that you're understanding me. If someone asks you to send naked pictures of yourself, you block, delete, bye-bye. If someone says, I want you to do video call with me, and you take off your clothes, you block, delete, bye-bye. If this boy that you like, he tell you, my sister, I love you, I'll do anything for you, just send me a picture of yourself, what do you do to that boy? Block, delete, bye-bye.
I am Ambassador Ojineme Nakeme of the African Youth Union Commission, the principal rapporteur continental. Okay, today is 11th of October 2021, and it's the day of the UN International Day of the Girl Child, and this year theme is Digital Generation, Our Generation. Why this program is best is the fact that we saw a problem, we were seeing a problem, or we were seeing a challenge in Nigeria where everybody is shouting, everybody is clamoring, the women are being marginalized, the women are being sidelined, we are seeing very few women, like just 7 in the Senate, in the House of Senate, just 7 as senators, and women are not being well represented in the governance of Nigeria. So we have seen a problem, and we said, what could be the solution? My generation might not really benefit from this solution, trust me, but the younger generation should, and that's why I said, okay, let's go back to the secondary schools and start raising leaders from these girls. Let them see themselves as leaders. if they start seeing themselves as, because even in their school prefect, school class captain, the boys still try to bully them and want to take all the positions. So we want to tell them that no, let us start from them as they are young. So if we catch them young, the future is boom for us. We'll have 50-50 like Rwanda, South Africa, Ethiopia. I am 1,000. I can go and sleep with my 2 eyes and everything closed, knowing that these girls will be women tomorrow and Nigeria will be great with them. Nigeria in their hands is great and great and great. I am very, very optimistic, 100% positive and happy that what I could see in them, I am. Yes, if we carefully selected, if you notice, those that were our partners, those that were our sponsors and the resource person that came to school, and they did justice to the topic very well. You could see even the interaction between them and the audience, which is the girls now. They really interacted with them. There's no need to how will I put it now? There was no need to even use to try to use some ambiguous words so that they would understand. They spoke in their language that they could understand, and the harmful effects of using those electronic devices they are using now, they should use it positively instead of those negative devices they find themselves using in the electronic media. I see an average Nigerian girl child in the future as the president of Nigeria, starting from there, in key positions across the government offices, political offices, chairman of political parties, yes, and very strong ones, not weaklings, director generals, you know. I see a bright future for the girl child for Nigeria in a very short while. Thank you.
We are marking International Day of the Girl Child. The National Director of Employment is a gender-sensitive organization, so sensitive that we will have a branch dedicated to women, which we call the Women Employment Branch. And there we conduct all manner of training for women, teach them about event management, teach them how to, apart from event management, we teach them how to, we also do preservation training among several other trainings we give for women in particular. So we have a dedicated unit for women. Child of Nigeria having plenty of opportunities which were not available some time past. You know, in time past when the family had a choice of training between the boys and the boys are selected. But now the girl child, they are making their impact, and we can see their impact all over the world. We even have our representative in the international body, Dr. Mrs. Kojo Wala. She's there representing the women. So it's like a beacon of hope for every young girl that tomorrow I can also occupy this position. In today's theme of digitalizing, well, it is very important that we don't remain behind. It's very important that, you know, we as women too move along with the times. In those days, when we want to pound yam, do you understand? It takes us so many hours, pounding and pounding. But now we have yam pounder. It's moving to the next level. And that is what we are even introducing, even in the schemes in my directorate. We are moving from the analog to the digital to ensure that everybody is able to move along with the next generation, which is where, you know, everybody is moving to. I would also use the opportunity to inform you of some of our schemes in the directorate. The NDE has 4 program departments, and the 4 program departments include the Small Scale Enterprise Department, which is my department, and we're involved in business training. We also have the Rural Employment Promotion Department, which is involved in agric, everything agric. We teach you about snail farming, fish farming, and everything agric. We have the Special Public Works Department, where we teach people on how to do landscaping, POP, and all those kind of things. And then we also have the Vocational Skills Development Department, which is our department where we absorb a lot of people. We give them all kinds of vocational skills, all kinds. We have all kinds of technical skills. We have all kinds of skills, and thereby, and luckily enough now, it used to be 2 years, 3 years, you know, for our skills training under the vocational skills development department, but now we have abridged to 3 months. So we have enough time to give them concise training for those 3 months. And our graduates are all over Nigeria. We have offices all over Nigeria.